Good evening, folks. Day 12 of the beer box. Halfway there. Before we know it, that fat guy will be knocking on the chimney, coming down for a visit. Alright, day 12. Let's see what we got. We have... Honored as one of the world's best Weizenbock beers, Ladenburger Weizenbock Hell. 7.4% alcohol. Alright, so a Weizenbock. So it's a wheat beer, that's the Weizen. Bock means it's high in alcohol, or higher than a regular beer, so 7.4. And it's a Hell's. And honestly, I think I've had many wheat beers, I've had quite a few Bocks, I've had many Hells, but I don't think I've ever had a Weizenbock Hell. And honestly, I didn't even know there was such a thing. So, it's going to be a strong wheat beer that's going to be pretty clear. Alright, so which beer glass? I have my typical, let me see here. I got my craft beer glass, which I use a lot. I have my wheat beer glass. And I have my Pilsner glass. So, I think I'm going to use my wheat beer glass, since it is a wheat beer. Wheat beer glasses tend to be a little bit bigger than regular glasses, because normally with wheat beer you get substantial head, at least from my experience. I could also use my Pilsner glass, because a Hell's is pretty damn close to a Pilsner. We discussed that, I believe, yesterday. I will use the wheat beer glass. A lot of times at wheat beers, you'll get a taste of banana and cloves. So we'll see if that's going to be the same here. So a nice clear, not clear, sorry, a nice golden straw color, which is typical for a Hell's. It's a little bit cloudy, so I would say it's probably unfiltered. I'm not sure if I've seen anything there. No, doesn't tell me if it's unfiltered or not. But looking at that, if I had to take a guess, I would say. And not as much head as what I've seen in other wheat beers. Ooh. You can definitely smell the higher alcohol content. I'm not a liquor drinker. I'm pretty well a beer drinker. I might have a liqueur or something every now and then, but mostly a beer drinker. So I'm not a big heavy liquor drinker. So I don't know if most people, but for me, a higher alcohol content, I can almost smell the alcohol. And I can definitely smell the banana and cloves. Alright, let's see how it tastes. Taste-wise, I can definitely tell, once again, it's a higher alcohol content. It's not as obvious for me. The taste is not as obvious as the aroma with respect to the higher alcohol content. The banana and cloves, I'm definitely getting it. Interesting one. A Weizenbock Hell. Like I said, I don't think I've even heard of it before. It's not bad. It's out of the 12 beer I've had so far, this would probably be closer to the bottom of the list for me, as in likability. Not a bad beer by any means, but I think the other ones were definitely I preferred. Once again, the higher alcohol content, a lot of times it really doesn't do it for me. I can almost, I can smell it, I can almost taste the higher alcohol content. Not that it burns, but you take a shot of a hard liquor, you can almost feel it in your throat. I get a little bit of that, not a lot, but I definitely get it. And for me, the banana cloves are rather obvious, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. but it wouldn't be my my favorite taste for a beer, especially with the higher alcohol content. So rating wise, for me, and once again these are just my own personal preference, my ratings are always out of 5, with a 1 being a drain pour. I don't like it. I'm not going to finish it. I'm literally going to pour it down the drain. 2 is like, yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I'll finish it. A 3 is a good beer. A 4 would be a very good beer, and a 5 would be the best beer ever. And honestly, with this one, I know I'm definitely going to finish it. It's not a beer that I'd have any trouble finishing. But it really doesn't do it for me, and I think for me, I'm pretty confident for this one. A lot of times I hesitate. And this one, I'm leaning strongly towards 2.5. And a 2, once again, is not a fan, but I'll finish it. And a 3 is a good beer. Yeah, the combination, the whole wheat, higher alcohol content, and Hell's not really doing it for me. I won't waste it. I'll definitely finish it. I'll take one more sip before I pass judgment. And that being said, I think I'm going to stick with my 2.5. So here you go, folks. Hopefully you can join me tomorrow. We'll start the second half of the box. Until then, enjoy responsibly. Cheers.